Welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and we practice every day to make sure you can make a lot of money at the casino. Today we're talking about the conversion from the pickup to the set. Okay? We're going to talk about how smooth it has to be, how quick it has to be, and how you have to work your eyes moving forward from there to your throw. All right, so we're talking about a transition. So 2 videos ago, we're getting into specifics now. We've talked a little bit about how I practice every day and how I'm consistently grabbing the dice, right? Converting it over, making sure my grip is the same. I challenged you guys to see how many times you could do that 10 times in a row and look at your marks on your hands. I'd like to know your feedback. Please send it to me. That was yesterday. See if you guys practice this and see if you could consistently pick those dice up the exact same position 10 times in a row. I didn't think you could, but who knows? You guys might be better at that. So, what are we talking about here? When we're talking about controlled throwing or influencing with the when you go live to a casino, they're not going to mess with you, hopefully not mess with you. And remember, there's nothing wrong with doing dice setting. When you get there, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to mock us. There's a lot of dealers that don't believe in it and they're very negative towards it. There's some casinos that don't like it and you can't go to them. And I fortunately have played in a bunch that don't bug you too much and embrace it. I don't think they think it works, so that's great. Great for us. If as long as nobody's bugging us, that's great. But why we're talking about the conversion to the throw is when you're practicing this, it's all well and good when you're here. But if you start slowing down and you start getting very specific, then that's not a controlled dice thrower. You do not want to cause any attention to yourself. You do not want the dealers complaining that you're taking too long. They're going to start bugging you. And it's very important that when you're practicing these 10,000 hours, that you get it right and you get to grip and rip quickly. You want to grip and rip quickly. But you want to work on what you've been practicing. So the casinos are not going to yell at you if you just take the dice, set them, and throw them quickly. If you're sitting here like this and you're looking at, you don't have your things up there, so you're sitting there and you're nibbling down on your thing. I've seen a lot of people do this. They're like, oh, okay, I'm going to the exact grip here, and I'm going to pick it up. And now I'm going to look at my landing zone, and I'm going to practice swinging, and I'm looking, where am I going to throw? And I'm getting steady in my fingers, I'm balanced, and then I throw it. They're going to be mad because all this is about they want you to throw as fast as possible to make the most amount of money. The more times is thrown in an hour, and they rate that, they judge that. The box guy gets rated on how many throws they're getting in an hour. And if he's getting pressure, or say a couple days ago, some boss talked to him and said, you gotta get these games moving faster, sir. You know, there were 2 or 3 videos we were watching that you let these guys sit here and slowly grab the dice, and then they had to set them the way they wanted, and they get going. Now, if you're in a table and it's by yourself or you have one other person, we're not going to get too many people complaining about it. But there's another factor to that is you want them to enjoy you coming. And if they see you and the first thing they're going to be is like, oh, here's this guy that takes 10 minutes to throw, they're going to have a negative amount. And then for for a lot of us, if somebody starts talking, they start quibbling at you, that puts a lot more stress on you, and you just want to sneak under the radar. You just want to go do your throws and get out of there. If you're making a lot of money, they're going to start hampering you anyway, and we're going to talk about what that looks like. But if you want to be consistent with your throws, you've got to practice it here, on your table, on your practice rig, in your suitcase, wherever it is. You've got to practice to grip and rip. The internet is full. I've had a lot of negative comments. Read some of them going back saying that this is fake, which is fine. But they also say that, oh, these people take forever to throw. And I'm always like, if somebody's taking forever to throw, they are not a dice control thrower. They're pretending to be one, or they think that they're going to influence it a little bit. And those aren't the ones that we want to have in our community. We want people to sneak under the radar, get in, make your money, and get out as quick as possible. And the smoothness is key. So, they bring you the dice. You have to practice consistently setting the dice the way you want, so it's ready to go. When they bring you that dice over, you got to know instantly how fast you can set those dice so that when you get them, you know where you want them and you're not messing around. It's got to be quick, right? So once they send them to you, right, that's where you got to work your magic. You got to set, and you got to practice this, right? Practice coming over. And if you saw my speed up short video, you saw me practicing every day, just setting them really quickly. So I know where the 3 and the 5 is anytime it lands. I know where the 3 and the 5 is, so I can set that up quickly. So when I do that, it's got to come quick, and then set yourself up. I always just set them the way I want, come back, quick, relax, grip, and rip. Okay? So it's a grip and rip. So you've got to practice this. It cannot be any stress on any of the dealers or any of the people in the thing. You should be able to set and throw. So what does that look like to you? All right, so it's got to be smooth. So when they have the dice over here with the stick, right, get your bets down quickly on what you're going to be doing. That's why every day you practice with your betting so you can move quickly. But you're looking and seeing that if I have my bets down for the next thing before they throw it over to us, I'm seeing that there's a 1-4 up there. So I'm quickly noticing that I got to convert this one over to a 3 on the top, and then I see the 3 on the side here, and I can quickly move into the 3 3s on the top so that I can grip it and rip it. Now, as one of my buddies says, right, when you're at the casino, that's it. You got to let your muscle memory do the work. You've got a lot of betting going on. You've got a lot of people out here. You've got to focus quickly and be able to quickly get to where you need to be and then not think. We always say in our team is grip and rip, but don't think meat, just throw. And that's a famous quote from Bull Durham, but it's just don't think, because then you start overthinking and you get nervous and you're trying to figure out where the dice is. You've got to go quick. So what does that look like? Get it the way it is. And then this is the important part of the grip conversion to the set, is you're going to grab these dice, right? Pick up and convert over, right? So your eyes, once you're grabbing these dice and you got them exactly in the position that you want them to go, and you're going to be converting over, I look at making sure they're lined up, but my eyes are instantly now starting to focus down on where my landing zone is. So this smooth conversion has got to be a quick, all right, I got the dice where I am, like those 10 times in a row we practiced. I'm converting over and making sure they're lined up with this. as I'm relaxing and stuff, that's it. I'm not paying attention down here. I've set this is in the perfect position I want it to be. My eyes now focus down on picking that landing zone so that when I throw it, I'm hitting the landing zone. You have to be looking at your landing zone to know where you're going to be. So your smooth conversion has got to be over and grip, line it up, and rip. Okay? It has to be that smooth. It has to be quickly. This is important because a lot of times I get bogged down practicing and I'm forgetting that when I'm at the casino, it's a whole different realm. And I really strongly advise you don't keep practicing at home over and over again without doing some live practice. So you got to get into a casino every week just to kind of see how the difference is from where you are here. So, what did we learn today? I want to make sure you understand that it's important for controlled dice influencers that we don't cause any realm of negativity at the table, whether it's another player or the casino. We want to just grab the dice quickly, practice learning how to convert it over. You want to, as soon as those dice are sitting over there, you want to look at them and know how to convert. Then you want to convert, and as soon as you are lined up, this is all within a second, right? As soon as you're lined up, your eyes are down and you're looking for that next landing zone so that you can hit right where your eyes or contact are. Okay? So, tomorrow, we're going to talk about this set on how you make sure your muscle memory is completely consistent with that set. And we're going to get into specifics on what I do for this set, how I make sure that I'm ready to go so that when I'm doing my throw, it's the same when I'm at the casino. It's just don't think, just throw me. So for me and my craps crew, I want to make sure we have our consistent message on a daily basis. Is our best betting strategy as a team is to throw for a long, long time.